In this lesson, we are going to turn messy, manual reporting into clean, automated logic using multi-criteria math. Think of the typical request you get at work. Your manager asks, can you pull the total spending for operations in the North region, but only for Project Alpha, and only for debit values above 500? If you are doing this manually, you scroll, filter, copy, paste, and double-check. Before we start typing formulas, let us understand how Excel thinks. Excel does not calculate first. Excel filters first. Every multi-criteria formula follows the same internal sequence. Step 1, Excel looks at the criteria ranges you provide. Step 2, Excel checks each row one by one. There are 3 rules you must always respect when using multi-criteria formulas. Rule 1, all criteria ranges must be the same size. If your department column has 500 rows, your region column must also have 500 rows. Rule 2, the order of criteria does not matter. You can put department. Let us start with SUMIFS using a simple business question. What is the total debit for operations in the North region? Move your cursor to an empty cell where you want the result to appear. Click once to select it. Type equals SUMIFS and open a bracket. Type 2 comma, select operations, type 2 more comma, then select North, close bracket. Click between the open bracket and the first comma, go to AC table. Click the debit column header, press down arrow once and press Ctrl plus Shift plus down arrow to extend the selection to the bottom of the dataset. Click between the 2 comma on the right. Now click the department column header and down arrow key. Press Ctrl plus Shift plus down arrow again. This is your first criteria range. Click between the 2 comma on the right, then click the region column header, down arrow key and press Ctrl plus Shift plus down arrow. This is your second criteria range. You now have the 3 building blocks for your first SUMIFS formula. Press Enter. Excel now scans each row. If department equals operations and region equals North, Excel keeps that row and includes its debit value in the sum. If either condition fails, the row is ignored that we get a total of 126,990 for operations in the North region. Let us extend this scenario by adding a third dimension. Your manager now asks for total debit for operations in the North region for Project Alpha. Go to the cell that contains your SUMIFS formula and click it. Press F2 to edit the formula or click the formula bar. After the last criteria, type 2 comma, select B10 which contains the name of the project we need. Click between the 2 comma on the left. Now we go to AC table. Move your mouse to the project column header and click it. Down arrow once and press Ctrl plus Shift plus down arrow to select the entire column. Press Enter. We see that we got 0. It means that there isn't anything matching our 3 criteria operations, North and Project Alpha. Only rows that satisfy all 3 conditions are included in the sum and therefore we get 0. Now let us change to West and see. Now we get a value. Once we build the formula, we can change the criteria for the filter easily. Next time we want to find other departments, regions, or projects, we can just change the filter criteria and does not need to touch the formula again. Now let us move to a more advanced SUMIFS scenario that uses logical operators. The question is, what is the total debit greater than 500 in the West region? This is common in audit checks and high-value transaction reviews. We begin typing equals SUMIFS into the formula bar to set up a conditional sum calculation. Type quotation greater than quotation and B16 to combine the greater than operator with the dynamic threshold value stored in cell B16. Navigate to AC sheet and select the debit column to specify the range of values you want to add up. Comma and select the debit column again and press Enter. Now we need to add second criteria for region West. We could just type out AC region comma and select B17 for the value West. Press Enter. Now change the region to East and we see the value changes instantly. Excel now filters rows where debit is greater than 500 and region equals East. Then it sums the debit values from those rows. This formula isolates high-value spending in a specific region across all departments, cost centers, and projects. To make the analysis more precise, let us add department equals sales. Select the formula cell and go to the formula bar, insert comma after B17, type AC department then comma and select B18 for the value sales and press Enter. Now Excel filters high-value transactions in the East region for the sales department only. Let us switch to COUNTIFS, which answers a different type of question. Instead of asking how much, we ask how many. The scenario is, how many transactions belong to Project Alpha in the West region? Type count, if, S, open bracket A, C, project, comma, select B23 for Project Alpha, comma, A, C, region, comma, select B24 for the value West. Press Enter. Excel now filters rows where project equals Project Alpha and region equals West. Then it counts how many rows match those conditions. This formula is essential for workload analysis, project tracking, operational planning, and performance reporting. To refine the analysis, let us add department equals marketing. Excel should now count only the Project Alpha transactions in the West region that belong to marketing. Select the count, if, S formula cell and go to the formula bar. After the last criteria, type a comma. Type AC department to define the next criteria range, then type another comma and select B25 for the value marketing. Press Enter. Excel now filters rows where project equals Project Alpha, region equals West, and department equals marketing, and then counts how many rows match all three conditions. Next, let us work with average, if, S, which calculates averages based on multiple conditions. The scenario is simple: what is the average quantity for the product monitor? Type equals average, if, S and open bracket. Type AC quantity as the average range, comma, AC product as the criteria range, comma, then select B30 for the value monitor. Press Enter. Excel now filters rows where product equals monitor and calculates the average quantity from those filtered rows. To make the analysis time-specific, let us add a date range. The question becomes, what is the average quantity for monitor in January 2026? Select the average, if, S formula cell and go to the formula bar. After the last criteria, type a comma. Type AC date as the next criteria range, comma, then select B35 for the start date January 1, 2026. Type another comma. Type AC date again as the second date criteria range, comma, then select B36 for the end date January 31, 2026. Press Enter. Excel now filters rows where product equals monitor and date falls within January 2026, and then calculates the average quantity from that filtered set. Excel now filters rows where product equals monitor and date is between the first and last day of January 2026. Then it calculates the average quantity from that filtered set. This pattern works for any product, any time period, and any combination of conditions. Define the range you want to average, define the criteria ranges, and then define the criteria values. Excel handles the filtering automatically and performs the calculation only on the rows that match all conditions. Before we close the tutorial, let us go through a set of professional tips that will make your multi-criteria formulas more robust. Tip 1. Always convert your raw data into an Excel table. Press Ctrl+T, confirm the range, and make sure the option, My Table has headers is checked. Tables ensure that your SUMIFS, COUNTIFS, and AVERAGEIFS formulas expand automatically when new rows are added. Tip 2. Avoid trailing spaces and inconsistent spelling in your criteria columns. If necessary, use functions like trim to clean your data. Tip 3. Use logical operators such as greater than, less than, and not equal to in your criteria to create more flexible conditions. To recap the core ideas, multi-criteria math in Excel always follows the same pattern. You define a range to calculate, you define one or more criteria ranges, and you define the criteria values. SUMIFS answers how much under specific conditions. COUNTIFS answers how many under specific conditions. AVERAGEIFS answers on average under specific conditions. Excel filters first, then calculates. Once you internalize this pattern, you can design formulas that mirror real business logic. Before you move on, take a moment to subscribe to this channel so you do not miss any of the upcoming lessons. This series will cover 50 complete Excel tutorials, moving from intermediate skills all the way to advanced automation, reporting systems, and real business workflows. If you want to build confidence, speed, and mastery in Excel, subscribing ensures every new lesson reaches you the moment it is released.